Hello, welcome to Bellydance with Caroline. Today I wanted to look at doing a circle, circling around with figure eight, your horizontal figure eight. So if I show you what I mean. So I'm just moving around myself in a little circle with figure eight on top. Now, with this, if we do it the ordinary way around, so my figure eight is going from the front to the back and from the front to the back. So what I would normally call figure eight or horizontal figure eight. So we're not doing the forwards version at the moment, just the usual one. If I want to go this way around, I'm going to be really thinking about this being the leg that's going to help me around. So if I show you again, around, and then it joins up and around, joins up and around, and it joins up and around, joins up and around. So the direction you're going is going to be the same leg, which will be the one where your weight goes into it, which is kind of pulling you around. Now, things that can go wrong with this are particularly that you forget about your other leg. So you can get a lovely half a figure eight and then forget about the rest. Half a figure eight, forget, half a figure eight, forget. You want to half your figure eight and your other half, because it's a figure eight, not just a circle. So you've got to put equal amounts of consciousness into both sides, but be aware it's the leading leg that's bringing you around. Now I'm doing it at the moment deliberately with small steps, because that's a bit easier when you're learning. But you can actually go quite a long way around. If you do, it's still small steps, but you're going around further each time. Now I'm going to show you what the feet are doing. Oh, maybe that's not quite the right angle. Right, that's a bit better. So the feet. Again, I'm going to go around that way. So watch my figure eight and my feet. Now this one, which is the one that I'm going around with, is pretty much just going on the spot. The other one, stepping in and around, in and around. And when I say in, I mean the leg. It's turning in a little bit, the whole leg from the top to the bottom. If I try to go and point the leg forward, I'll get stuck. You have to come in and in. I'm not doing a massive in with the leg. I'm not pigeon-toeing it hugely, so I'm not going, because then I'll just end up getting in a big knot. It's just enough to get myself in the direction. So you really, like most things dance, your foot's pointing in a direction, that is what's going to help you go that direction. Hence, pointing it that way. So watch my feet. Going this way again. Foot is not doing anything. This one's moved in, and this one's now stuck, so it pivots. Pivot. Pivot. And as it pivots, this second half of the figure eight happens. We go the other way. Now at the moment I'm emphasising the pivoting. On some surfaces, in some shoes, etc., you will just be doing a tiny, tiny step on the spot rather than a pivot. I can get away on this rug with pivoting, but I don't pivot and I just step. You can still do the same movement without the pivot from the other way. feel you have to just kind of stay stuck to the floor enough to do a pivot. You can do small steps, but what you don't want to be doing, if you're going around yourself, you don't want to be going and just moving any old where randomly. You want to stay very much in your own space, very central. Now let's try the other direction again. Step. And as you're learning this, it can be very difficult to think. If it looks like you've got to do an awful lot, but you don't. It's very lazy actually. Watch my figure eight, how slow it is. Step and around, and around, and around, around, and around. So really, the hardest point really with this is the first part, which is where you're pulling yourself around, because you are literally stepping. You're sort of moving at the same time as you're pulling yourself around. So as this one is going around, this one is actually stepping. As this one's going around, I'm stepping around and around, around and around. So you want to be very in contact with the earth with this one. When you're stepping, don't take big steps away from the floor. They're very close to the floor. Very close. Stay very much in your centre. Even if you're doing big ones. You still want to stay feeling very much small. Your feet don't suddenly go out. They're very much together, or not together, but they're not going in and out as you step around. So let's go back to showing you the whole body. So showing you the whole body, well, near enough the whole body. I'm going to go this way, around, around. See, I'm stepping here as I'm going around with this hip. And let's go the other way. When you're learning, it's fine to do small amounts. So if you feel that you can only go really small figure eight and tiny steps, that's fine. And you'll gradually get the feeling of what's happening, and you'll start to get your confidence, and you'll start to get bigger, and you'll start to feel more fluid. It takes a bit of time to get used to it. And if you're really struggling with it, then just start by just getting used to doing your figure eight and just lifting your feet tiny bit off the floor. So my weight's here, and I can lift the other foot up. My weight's here, and lift this foot up. So you're sort of stepping on the spot with it. Very tiny steps, really barely leaving the floor. Really tiny. And then all you have to do, go around and around. But it takes a while to get the feel of it. And so just practice, and the next video is going to be about travelling in lines with the horizontal figure eight. So if you want to do that one first, that might be easier if you're struggling. But once you get the feel of this, it's a really nice move. It feels nice as well. So thank you for watching.